Welcome guys to another CT Spotlight. This one's going to be a brief one. We're just going to look at specifically the way f0rest plays the pit position on Inferno. This is from the Grand Finals of DreamHack Winter 2014 against LDLC, and we can already see that he tosses over the smoke there for his two teammates, who I believe should be Freiberg and Get Right, over towards Banana, and that's going to help them hold down Banana and just keep smoking it forever. And also the smoke does land, as you can see, towards the in front of the car position, so they can take sandbags and just make the T's lives a little bit harder. But now back into focus here for f0rest. We can see that this position behind the blue truck here, he's got those little windows to deal with, and this is very strong if they are to push quad. And you can see that these positions are often going to be based on where his teammate is standing, and because he doesn't have a smoke, playing up really close towards quad is not going to be so easy, because he can't smoke off boiler, he can't smoke off the middle to react to any aggressions coming their way. And you can see that his reaction as well is to just fall back, jump up to the graveyard fence here, and be on top of the smokes. This is a common problem for the guy who's playing the pit position, as he gets blocked off by the smokes. You can see that finally he is so heavily smoked off, he does just decide to drop through because he can't find an angle, but generally speaking there you can see the kind of approach, and it's a nice way to deal with that problem. Obviously it's never that easy. Into the next round now, we're going to see f0rest actually able to look towards the position in apartments. Before he was looking at quad because his teammate was playing from the site, so his teammate could actually get a better angle than he could. Now he's got basically just the head angle. If there is a player to try to peek him, it's very difficult to pre-fire f0rest's position, so it's going to be about reactions, and we all know f0rest has great reactions, so it's an interesting way to play. But you can see immediately his position changes here. His teammate falls back to the site. Now f0rest has given up on that angle and he's looking towards quad instead. So now he's able to, we're going to be able to see how he shoots from this angle. And of course all the pre-nades to come in as a flash from f0rest, and able to pick off quite a few players here. And it just shows you the potential power when all the grenades are going in. That angle, he has all the control in the world to take the fights exactly how he wants to take them. Here we're going to see the three-man setup here, and f0rest, is deciding to again play a kind of sneaky angle here that's hard to respond to very quickly, and there's a lot about the reactions just down below the balcony next to the blue truck, and his teammates definitely have a bit of a lockdown on quad at the moment. So really just got to play the waiting game, and we can often see that that's very much what f0rest is often doing. He's usually the last line of defense as the pit player on Inferno here for the A site. So eventually, though, once his teammates get some information, his teammates who are a bit more forward can start to rotate to try to get a better setup. We're seeing that happen now, and now f0rest, knowing that his teammates are giving up quad, we can see him return once again to the position which he likes to use to deal with quad. And there are some other positions you can use, but we're seeing f0rest predominantly take this choice repeatedly in that situation. And you can see, of course, they know that Archer's given up, so he has to fall back into the pit knowing that he's exposed, and his teammate on site can't really do much. So you can see how he adjusts the angles based on how his teammates, or where his teammates are, what the best possible angle is for him, and generally what's happening with the opponents. So now f0rest, mixing it up a little bit, is going to toss in a smoke, which he had saved, and this is just basically a bit of a risk, but he hasn't shown this hand. He hasn't shown his hand yet. They haven't seen this yet. It's a bit of a surprise. You can see that as the smoke's dissipating, he's able to see just an outline of the players, and is able to get what should really have been 2 frags, which would have been more than worth it. So it's a nice play from f0rest, but he did get unlucky that time. But a bit of a mix-up. And in this round, we're going to see how f0rest handles a situation where quad is smoked off. This can happen quite often, and obviously you want really good movement to be able to pull this off efficiently. But imagine how amazing it would be, or rather, sorry, how unexpected it would be. It's definitely amazing for us, but how unexpected it would be to see someone jumping in from that position out of nowhere. So you're not going to expect someone to do that, let alone run through the smoke. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed just looking at very few positions here with f0rest on Inferno. I know a lot of people were definitely wanting this video, and it's very simple, and that's kind of the beauty about it. It's just the consistency with which he hits the shots, combined with the very strong team play and angle holding and communication with his team, that really allows MIP to have a very strong A hold whenever f0rest is on the case.